Hello, everybody. TechStack here. Welcome back. Had some food in me. Hey, Garby. Was looking up some things while I was offline too. I need to make some changes in that Discord that I set up for streaming. Maybe I can do things like auto rolls and things like that for subscribers on Twitch. Fun things. Got myself some M&Ms here, the peanut butter kind. Let's get back to this. I love this, like, way we spawn in. It's like it's a cinematic, almost like a theater type feel to it. With that view. Looks really cool. There she is. The beauty. Alright, so we were putting on connectors. I think there is 6 of these conveyor tubes and then a connector. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish these things up. We'll grab that red color too. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this. And then we put the one over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There she is. Hey, Jesse. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? There we go. Reaper. How are you? Still working but not working? Or did you shift over? No, next song. Your voice is annoying. Your goal is sound level 6. This is the people that make weird songs. I like that you only get a Reaper. You're special, you're a TS Craft member, alright? Even though you have 300 aliases. You're special, alright. I still didn't get enough. Dang. Construction components it's complaining about. And construction components there too. Starving. Made a bet with my mother. Only. What? Only allowed to eat juice. V8 fusion juice. My son drinks and he loves that stuff. It's got fruits and vegetables in it, so you might want to try that if you're gonna try and stick with it. Construction components. Yeah, there is no. We need like 1,000 of everything, at least. Except for explosives. I haven't eaten like homemade chicken soup. There's a bunch of banana smoothies. Okay, so you're getting some nutrients that way. Probably doesn't stay in your gut very long though. Make you hungry sooner. I'm sure you're glad watching me eat these beautiful little candy M&Ms that have peanut butter in them. Mmm. That cycles through the colors. I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be a swear word. But you misspelled it so horribly that YouTube didn't figure out what you were trying to say. And block it. Because it would have blocked it too. Alright, there's the connectors. Hey, AK! Thank you for the follow, man. Fat attacks, that's right. In fact, here's an extra fat and bloated one. It's deformed. Look at that. It's like the size of a, I don't know, like a kidney bean or something. I don't know. Yeah, I keep telling my wife to stop buying these, but she bought them today, so of course I had to eat them today. So if she stops buying them, I'll stop eating them. Probably not a good way to work that out, though. That green looks cool in those panels. Oh, new blueprint. This deserves a new blueprint. It's like 99% done, I think. You love the deformed ones? Let's see. If I come into which building? This one. There's a control panel here that I can go info R point. TSC far point. Okay. Antenna name. Hey, okay.
Hello. Hey.
What? I'm talking about.
Sorry, I'm just talking really low.
What are you saying?
I hosted your channel, but it's not saying that I hosted your channel.
What?
It's
Thank
online.
you. Yeah, I'm saying it's hosted on when I go to Twitch itself, but it didn't come up with the alert.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant.
I got a Streamlabs alert for Twitch. I'll have to check that. You mainly host or auto host?
Auto host. Well, I just started it.
Oh. Huh. I don't know if it works with auto host. Because, like, other people host me.
Yeah.
I've already got you added, it says, so.
Cool.
We're reciprocal now. Like, I'm seriously gonna get into the whole streaming scene a lot more, I think. Hey, Trey.
Hello.
How'd the party go?
Oh, it was a party. Never really had my sister's kids here before.
Is that a bad thing?
3 toddlers and 2 other babies. It was hectic, and when I say the house isn't kid-proof,
Oh,
more that the kids probably won't get hurt, but the house.
the house did? Ouch.
Well, they just there's nothing here for them to do, so they just kind of. I want to go explore. I want to go grab this. Let me
Right.
take these things and throw them around.
With what you told me the other day, you might want to start working on that, because if that works, then
Well, it'll be one kid and it'll be ours, and yeah,
right.
we have all this stuff in the basement. It's just not up in the living space. 'Cause we have kids.
Yeah. Hey, who's saying they gotta go? Oh, Sea Reaper. Oh, it looks like Garby's going too. Enjoy dinner, guys. Let's see if I... No. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, like, our kids were really good. Like, I don't think they ever tried to stick their finger in the light socket kind of thing, you know? Even when they were really little, like they just didn't do that kind of stuff. And the thing that only ever happened was when Science was really young, he got in the closet and we had a cord plugged into the power outlet in the closet. It was an old house. I don't know why they had a power outlet in the closet, but they did. And he pulled on the cord part, and the cord disconnected from the plug part, and sparks flew everywhere, and he started bawling instantly, but he was fine. It didn't actually touch it any. But just scared him. Scared the crap out of us, because we watched him do it, too. Like, he just went in there and yoink as soon as he grabbed it. So...
yeah, it's sort of the thing for the kids to go exploring and come to my office area. And like, there's lots of stuff here I don't want you to touch.
yeah.
You just want to touch it all.
Well, that's why. Because they can't.
More because no one has told them not to, and their parents aren't following them around and being like, hey, stop exploring.
Yeah. You're just eating peas, Garby, for dinner?
Peas.
Guess peas are nutritious, but just peas?
Oh no.
Too early, I'll finish dinner in a bit. Okay. Orange Reaper. Are you only allowed to eat at certain times, Reaper? No, peas, not bees. You said it. Or did you mean to say bees? So if you're eating bees for dinner, that's wrong.
Well, I'm out of iron down here.
On the planet?
Yeah, oh, dude.
Should be iron everywhere.
Yeah. I meant in the base.
Oh, so you haven't gone looking for it.
Nope. But I guess I shall now.
There we go. Guess I could just hold right click. There we go. So now we got all of our speed upgrades on the assemblers. Wings. Oh, they're saying memes. It sounded like they were saying bees. The station's really taking its form now, Trey. It's looking pretty cool.
I might be able to finish my thing off. I could fly it there now, but I'm going to try to finish off the head part. And I might pack up and start warping away.
Cool. There's a head part to it?
I mean, like the cockpit area. Right now it's just the 3 parts that trail back behind.
Well, that's right. You're doing a big Y-wing, right?
Yeah.
I added some solar panels to it and put some blinking lights, one red, one green, like a airplane would have.
Ooh.
Yeah, blinky lights are cool.
My whole thing has turned out more boxy and lame than I would have wanted, but
It's really
also
hard to not do that. It really is.
it's a fully functioning, lightweight base with plenty of capability to process all the ores.
It's like this. I wouldn't call it lightweight necessarily because the ring's pretty heavy, I imagine. But it's got everything it needs to be a fully functional base at this point. I think the main thing I need to do is move these thrusters because I am going to leave the thrusters on it. But I'm going to put them in a better location aesthetically. And then I'll probably throw a jump driver 4 on here. That way, if we want to move a base closer to an asteroid to just shoot through the asteroid, we can.
Right.
Iron, where are you, Iron?
And Reaper, so you want baby back ribs, so you wouldn't want to know that I had pulled pork sandwiches for dinner then? It's like the next best thing to ribs, right? Barbecue sauce and everything. Oh, no, I also had corn on the cob and mashed potatoes with it too. Don't think that goes with your liquid diet though. Why is that color? That needs to be a different color. Shippy. There.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I need turrets on this. I forgot about that. I want it to be armed so it can defend itself. How much time have I got in this thing? I'm gonna toss some lights out there too. I are thinking about it. Yeah, one beneath each window. I think I'll just leave these lights as defaults. Not change their settings at all. So I don't want a different color on them. Blinking wouldn't make much sense in here. And the range, given as many as I just put down, probably is fine. Check my email here. So Trey, you know the application software both of our works have in common? My work is finally upgrading from 11 to 12 of that in August here. Like, they're finishing the project in August. It started late last year for this project.
Which one are we talking about?
The big application that we both have.
You're not wanting to say on stream.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to say. Oracle.
I don't remember which one we have in common.
The
Okay,
Oracle
I know.
applications.
I didn't hear you.
Oracle applications.
Yeah, I don't know how much we truly use that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if we even do it. Maybe we haven't talked about it since I changed jobs a year ago.
Oh, I thought you were still working for the, was it a bakery?
No, it's been like a year and a half.
So, yeah, I didn't know you changed jobs, Trey.
Hey, I changed jobs.
Okay. Disregard everything I said. This is completely irrelevant then. Are you happy at your new job? Now that you've been there for so long?
They just laid off 10% of the people.
That's never good.
The contracts that they were doing just like didn't pay. They didn't give money when they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So other than that, yeah, it's good.
Are you on a contract?
I am not a contractor, and in that sense, no. But our whole business is based on contracts.
Oh. Well, sometime when we're not streaming and you're wanting to talk about, I'm interested in what you're doing now, because
I mean, my part in particular is using software from, SolidWorks. It's an engineering software, and their versioning software is called just PDM, even though that's the generic name as well for product
development, something.
data management.
Okay.
It's your general term for how you're storing your files and keeping track of versions and getting different approval levels to go through a workflow. So essentially Git with more. And that's really all I'm doing for them is managing that software for people when it's mostly when people don't know what they're doing and they think it's broken, to tell them, nope, you did it wrong.
Gotcha.
It's broken. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
And now we're going to be switching. They're not sure exactly which software, but switching to something that is more of a PLM, which is
Product lifecycle management. Yep.
Yeah.
I work for a manufacturing company, so I know all about that.
Some software that can do everything in one instead of us having lots of tiny software bits that do it all, but not very good alone and certainly don't coordinate.
Gotcha. So when you first started talking about it, I thought you were saying you work for a company that makes that software. You're just a customer, but company makes it.
I'm just the admin of that piece of pie. But hopefully as things go along, I'll transition into at least that part of the new tool and more.
Cool. I know we're looking to get what they're calling data hubs, but it's like master data management type stuff, where pull information about items from many different sources, pull information about customers from many different sources, use that central repository for any reporting and really consolidating all those different sources into one thing that you can use easily for different reasons. That's why I was curious what it is that you were doing, because when you started talking about it at first, I was like, maybe he's like one of the vendors that we're looking at using. So.
Nope.
But if you're just an admin, then no. You just have experience with it.
Limited as it is.
You have enough to say, hey, you're using it wrong. That's a lot.
Never feels like as much as it probably is.
To be honest, as long as I've been in IT, you will never not feel that way.
Yeah.
So, there's always something new to learn. And it's kind of a lot liberating when you realize it. That there'll never be a point when you know it all and everyone else is the same as you. Right. Even the consultant experts that companies call in to fix problems, they don't know either. My stream might just be taking a dump on itself.
Yep.
Sorry, stream. My robot in Discord. Ah, it's green again. Yay. Welcome back, stream. All I've done is put lights down. Let's go into the door that's open. This one. And look out the window. Yeah, that looks much better. It's not set up for pressure, I guess, and that's the one thing about this station I'm working on. So no airlock setups I've done. Guess one could be added pretty easy though. Just needs another door. Let's start moving cryopods, I think. There's the station. Let's see, who's in that one? Air, fiery, and gazer. Let's not put cryopods there. Let's put them here. But how? Oops. Hey,
The
Brian.
heck? When did you sneak back?
A while ago. You guys were playing World of Tanks. I didn't think you wanted to be interrupted.
I was actually grinding out the last little bit I needed for my for one of my tanks.
Gotcha.
Well, I shouldn't say last little bit because there's still 3 more tiers of tanks that I have to grind. So
Jeez.
but the one I just did was at least a tier 7, so that's getting into the fun tiers.
Then you'll have all the tanks in the game?
Oh god, no.
I mean, like,
Yeah, right.
all the way to max tier. Once you get those
No.
3 other ones you're talking
No.
about?
No, just the ones that I'm planning on playing.
Gotcha.
The only way somebody would have all of the tanks in the game is they'd have to be rich because you'd have to buy a garage slot for each and every one of them tanks.
Right, I said it bad. I meant all the way up to tier 10. Of the line that
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, 3 more and I'm up to tier 10 on it.
Cool.
And it'll be my first tier 10.
Congratulations, Papa. Got your tier 10.
Yeah. Which I'll probably not even wind up playing that much because tier 10 matches are just so freaking expensive. I mean, yeah, you're guaranteed to be top tier because you can't have
Yeah.
higher than tier 10, but man, it was 2,500 a shell at tier 8. I can only imagine what a tier 10 is.
But don't you get higher rewards for killing the tier 10 tanks?
Not really.
Oh, dang.
That was the whole problem, is the fact that I was doing the same amount of damage that I normally did, but the ammo price just got so costly that it made it to the point where I didn't even want to pull it, where I couldn't pull the trigger. Because I'd be in the negatives after the battle.
Wow. Are we out of steel plates? Again.
Already.
That tube might just disappear. Because it's very in the way when you could just cut across the whole circle. There we go. There's steel plates.
I'm saying we just chucked like what, 35,000 of them off of the other ship?
Oh, I know what it was. I was queuing the wrong thing. That's why I did it. My bad. Cryopod. I'm moving cryo chambers.
In one of them.
Oh, you have to have them a certain... Oh, dang it.
What?
I didn't actually disconnect anybody that was in one. The cryopods have to have a connection on their backside. I thought it could be on the bottom too.
No, it's only on the back.
Dang it. Okay, how would it look if I did this then? Put like half the floor. That looks stupid. Okay. Well, that changes this design yet again.
It's alright, it's fitting. I mean, you know, it's only gone through about 80 different design changes since starting.
Right. But in this specific area, I mean. Let's see, so if I put like a full cargo or conveyor block, that blocks off the window completely, and there's no point in having the window. If I put a tube there, you really can't get over there, but you can see it a little bit. Alternatively, I could put those conveyors here and put on both sides, and I could have 8 cryo bays here.
Put the conveyors in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then put the cryo tubes in front.
Leave that there for now. Both of these need moved. So really it could be like that. Except for it's rotated funny. Normally I wouldn't care, but I'm trying to go for looks. Now lower conveyors at the top.
Roll it up, grind it down, roll it up, grind it down.
Very much.
You know they have a visual representation of what they're gonna look like when you place them, right?
When I placed it the first time, I wasn't paying attention. Which should be obvious by the fact that I've now ground them, welded them, and ground them and welded them.
That's what Space Engineers is all about.
Grinding and welding, yep.
Oh, you ain't telling me. Trust me. I welded for what, 3 hours that one day just to have it ripped apart later that same day. Like 50,000 blocks worth of CPU.
Sorry.
Okay. Like y'all keep saying, it's part of the game. If I didn't like the weld, I wouldn't be playing the game.
I actually enjoy welding in real life. I did it in shop class and thought it was fun. Wouldn't say I was super good at it because I was a kid that only did it a little bit, but
I haven't welded, but I've used a cutting torch.
it's fun too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I welded a lot, but I welded enough to know that if I were to have to do it for a living, I wouldn't be disappointed by it. It was fun. I don't think I'd like wearing all the equipment that you have to wear though, to keep from the fumes and burned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus it's hot, and I often do it in hot environments. What am I doing? Dang it. It's like I would learn by now that I need to do things a little bit differently. But no. I actually need to grind these out and put the slopes there so we have room to get into these cryo bays. And the cryo bays need to be on flat blocks there, not slopes. There. So those need to be full blocks. And I'll just put a full block there, I guess. To fill the gap. Okay, so number 9. Do I put a full block there? I think I do.
Yeah, I would.
Kind of make that whole thing a platform. I might make that a full one and then make the ramp out here. I don't know. Let's see.
That's fine the way it is. There's room to maneuver up there, so.
Come on, get to the ground. Okay, so I can come up here, get in the cryo bay. Come up here, get in the cryo bays on the other side. And then this needs ground down. At least that this elite welder and grinder make it really fast to do this stuff. And doing it this way, so right now the med bay is across the way. So you only ever have to run half the circle to get to something that can give you oxygen and power and all that stuff.
Right.
Which is good. I'm going to swap that out, I think, on both of those. Yep, I'm going to swap this conveyor out. And instead, I'll put a small cargo container there so we can access inventories.
Oh. As long as it still hooks up the oxygen.
Right, right. And it will. It's got the cargo doors on it, that's all that matters. But alternatively, I have to do this. I have to go across to the other side of the whole station. Where's my small one? That's medium. Just had it. So this will just mean that you can get life and items from within a half circle's walk.
Disorganized your toolbars are.
Yeah, it's like I just throw whatever I need in the next toolbar slot that's available, and I need to be doing it in order. Number 4. Especially with going to these blocks and using that mod to pull out what's needed to make things. Flip back and forth all the time. Oh, look at that. My energy's low. I can just hop in here. I'm out of M&Ms.
No!
I know. That's the problem with those M&Ms. I would just go up there and get more M&Ms, and then, like, when I'm out of those M&Ms, I'd just go up there and get more M&Ms. And before you know it, I've eaten the entire Fat Kid bag. Oh, wait, these need full fruit grass. That's interesting. You can make them complete, but not mold every part into them. Oh. And probably for redundancy, I'll probably take one of these cargo containers and plumb them up. Because right now the only one that's going up is the med bay. And if the med bay side should get blown up, then nothing above is going to get inventories, which means no bullets to the turrets I'm going to put on the roof of this. I'd rather have a bit of redundancy there, I think. We've got bulletproof glass. What's this thing tell me? Must not have enough room. There we go. Those things are so fast to weld up compared to some of the other blocks.
Yeah, but there's not that much components
Right.
compared to the other high or large blocks.
Other thing I need to do is just put my welder and grinder on every hotbar and then be done.
Right.
I don't have to flip back and forth.
Yeah, my least favorite blocks to weld is large reactors, large storage containers, and warp drives or jump drives.
I understand why you said all of those, and I would add radios, the large antennas, because the radio components are so freaking heavy.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 trips at least. Do that. Okay, and then that gives me my extra layer of protection, if you will, because here's the other one. Layer of redundancy. I think I'm going to do like I did the other side. Oops. Well, that's a thing.
Well. Be lucky that Clang isn't involved anymore.
Be lucky that I don't have the station rotating, because they would have moved. There we go. Okay, let's put those half slabs back. Let's put just one on the back, because that way I can access that cargo container. And let's start plumbing things up here. Let's go through here for a moment. So here is the center line. I can recognize these guys. They've got such a weird lyrics and stuff to their songs.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's mark all those spots, I guess. To there. One, two. That one's already got it. Okay. Need a junction like that there. Tube, tube. Yeah, let's do junctions. That could be a corner. Turn the way I want you. That's what's wrong. Be a straight tube. So did I make it past the... No, okay. You do need to be a corner piece. Just to make it easier to walk through there. Not that we'll be in the ceiling a lot, but... why not? Why can't I place you? Ah, because you're drifting. No, I need plates. Reaper, you found the chicken on YouTube, huh?
I didn't know that there was a chicken on YouTube.
I didn't either. If there's a chicken to be found, Reaper's the man to find it. No, don't. I accidentally hit backspace. Chicken coming out of an egg, even. Have you watched, what's it called? Lost in Space yet? The scene with chicken.
Yeah.
There's an adult chicken. And a baby chicken.
Oops.
Yeah, the chickens are making the bing. Any message from YouTube or anything's making the bing.
You think they're gonna make another season of Lost in Space? It's not working.
I kind of hope they do. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't say for sure that they will, but
Yeah.
I think part of the reason I liked it so much is something I could watch with my kids. It wasn't too bad like that, and it had some quality to the special effects and stuff that they did. It wasn't too cheesy, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the other stuff Netflix has done for sci-fi stuff has been pretty cheap. Special effects.
It looked like it had some budget behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I liked it too. The only thing I just didn't like was like every time they're like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen, and then oh wait, we figured it out, we can do this, and then oh no, something bad's gonna happen, oh no, wait, we can do this. It's like it's always a fix to everything they went into, which was, I don't know, I kind of find it like, I don't know, it's just
I mean, if there wasn't a fix, that'd be the end of the show, wouldn't
no,
it?
I know,
So,
but like, it's just I found it way too easy. That's the thing. It's like, they should have given it more time for them to
for the
figure
suspense
things
to
out.
build and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like next episode, they fixed it. I guess they had to because they were running low on episodes. I think, I'm not sure. This kind of makes sense.
Knowing that they're going to have another, well, if they knew they were going to have another season and it was popular and everything, then that might fix that problem because there wouldn't be such a we need to rush and finish the storyline in one season feel to it. I'll say I've seen shows that are the exact opposite, like where they build some suspense or plot line up and then take forever to try and finish that plot line, and that's bad too. And the perfect example of that to me is The Walking Dead with Negan. He's like the ultimate villain they've had. And my wife and I lost interest in the show because he's too much of a villain for too long. They should have took care of him right away. That's what we both say. And Reaper, the chicken in this actually has a part of the story, like a very small part because he's just a chicken, right? But like, without the chicken, certain events wouldn't have happened. It's not like he's just a chicken in the background. That's why I tell you about it. He's a leading chicken. And what I'm doing right now is I'm building these, but it's putting parts into them from my inventory so that I can grab more of the parts we are missing. 6 to be construction components, motors, and interior plates. Okay, where's my access point?
Did I make the wrong? Oh, god damn it! Why do I always do that?
Motors. Still tubes. Let's actually do this. We'll do 10. Okay. Bunch of construction components, make a bunch of steel plates.
Energy low.
Shut up, lady. Telling me my energy is low. Nobody wants to hear it. Crap, there's my access area. Can't fit through it anymore. Get in there. Come on. Well, while that's happening, I guess let's make some other stuff. So, turrets. Interior turret, no, we don't want that. Missile turret, probably. Gatling turret, so let's check those two. Bar number 8. We'll put, what, a missile turret or Gatling turret here. And one over there. And then missile turrets on the opposite sides. Gotta go. Got to change diaper briefs, put them on to sleep, and clean them. Okay. Are you ready to daycare?
I hope he's talking about his kids.
I don't think he has any kids, that's the thing. He said he was at work earlier. I know he's in some type of medical profession. Maybe he's in the infant format. I'll tell you, like 5 minutes break has some more soap. Yeah, he's at work, he says. I don't know where you work, Reaper. I just know it's somewhere medical related because of your training. 7 to 7. It's 7:45 here.
No, hold on. What the fuck do I need? Oh, steel plates.
Well, these are green, so that means they're connected up to the next block. Yeah. Motor. Lots of motors. It's an assistance behavior living homes. Okay. So it's adult diapers. It is. Okay, that's all green now. It should just be one section, it's not. Right here. Thing's still out of place. Yay, it's all green. Now to put the rest of the tubes in.
See.
What was that? Okay.
I just said oopsie.
Ow. Perfect. So now everything should be plumbed up redundantly and have a connection up to the roof turret. Only exception where it's not redundant is that block and that block. If those two get destroyed, everything loses access to additional bullets. And right now, they lose access to power too. I need to pop in a couple batteries somewhere in the ring, just so the ring has power separate if this comes loose. Which I can still do. It's the only power sources in there or the solar cells right now for the whole thing. Arch grid antenna, that does not show the name. TSC 5 point. Probably need to put connector right there for more turrets on each of the 4 sides there. That'll cover the bottom half, kind of. Just because of the distance of this thing, maybe one out here on those as well. That should give me plenty of firepower for this thing. Go, turrets on. Ship meteors on, missiles on, please. Small ships, large ships, characters. Leave it on. Target stations and neutrals off. Metal grids. Holy crap. There's an enemy right there as I'm welding these things up. He's out of range, but not by much. Okay, let's go for it. Let's turn off our antenna so he can't see us coming. Okay, we are within turret range. I believe I see it firing there. Oh, crap, there's a couple turrets on this thing. Um,
So,
oh, no.
that was weird. My tools were not coming up.
Huh. Come on.
Okay. Am I lagging or something?
I might be lagging.
No, you're AK and you're TechStack.
I knew
Neither
that.
one of you two are lagging. Okay?
Welcome back, Fire.
Oh. Did you die? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I died.
Hey, I
My-
saw myself for a brief moment.
You saw yourself.
Yeah, in your stream when you were selecting.
Oh, which place?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna get this body back. It's traveling too fast. Yeah, there's no point going for it. I just spend 5 minutes getting out to it before it do Z-spawn like I did that one time.
Yeah, that sucker's cruising.
Where did it go? You go back to sleep?
Huh?
The air go back to sleep or something?
No, he went somewhere.
I guess he's
Forget where it
allowed.
is. He said he would be back.
Okay. Alright, there's nothing over there, that's right. Everything's over here now. Lots of grinders and welders, nice. No, not that. This and this. That's your priority. We need cobalt.
What's that? I heard a call out for a drill.
We have no cobalt at all? How, what?
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 No. No, come on.
There's some cobalt right there. So why isn't it pulling it? It's in the refinery. COL. Oh, cobalt. Not cobalt. Cobalt. Third. Okay, good. On today's edition of Tech Can't Spell. Sorry, how many turrets do you think this thing will need to defend itself?
I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 on each side at the most.
Okay. I put 2 Gatling and 2 missile on the top of the ring.
Okay, that definitely is enough for there.
Right,
Did
but
you,
that
like, stagger them so that the
yes,
missiles are across from each other? And
yes.
Okay.
And you know, if it spins, then it's another moving target for the enemy to hit or whatever. And
Right.
awesome. I'm thinking of putting the same type of concept. So like a missile down here, a turret, a missile turret, around this section, which would cover anything that's up there and down that direction as well.
Could put decoys out too. You know, once we get
Ooh.
finally settled into our actual position.
That's not a bad idea.
Just like drones that are literally nothing than.
Oh, off the ship. I thought you meant the
for them to
decoy
shoot
block.
at.
There's a
Well-
decoy block in the game too that like directs their
well-
fire to it over anything else on your ship.
Okay, well that'll work too. Have it built right behind a double wall of
Or heavy armor.
yeah, the heavy armor.
Yeah. So I can put them there. I just don't know if I put it here. Should I put some down here on this hydrogen tank as well, just to get like this end covered a little bit better? Because it is a pretty long ship if you think of it as a ship. I guess it's only like 50 meters, but my concern is, let's say it is 50 meters and somebody's at the very edge of that range out here shooting at it. They'll be able to shoot and hit, and those won't be able to. Because for them, it'll be out of range. So like they'll be able to start eating away this end of the whole station. Yeah, I think I'll put some here and just see how it goes from there. Because I don't want to make it too PCU heavy.
I'm honestly not even worried about them that much. Of the ones that I have seen, none of them have even tried.
Right. Also trying to think a little bit longer term if we do decide one day we need some PvP combat action.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, we're gonna need a lot more. I'm sorry.
Right.
They're coming into a bullet storm if we're doing PvP.
Yeah.
I mean, I might cut back a little bit just to give them a running chance, but
Nope.
I mean, there's a fine line between, yeah, come attack me, bro, and you're never gonna win because it's just so locked down tight that you're never gonna get all the guns.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I look at this almost like hacking, and not that you could hack in this game, but like it's just a matter of time. It will happen if they're determined enough.
Yep.
Because I could do it. Now how I'd do it? I'd throw my body at it repeatedly until it ran out of bullets. Boom, done, I win. And then, like, when it stops shooting me from that side, guess what? I can grind apart your entire ship with just my grinder. Okay, that'll be missile. What's up here? Oh, dang, I'm doing this all wrong. This one should be missile. This should be guns. That way they're offset from each other that way, too. And then this should be 6. I'm gonna regret this.
No regrets.
That was one pointing that direction. I just need to move these, well, these thrusters right now, I think.
You still never change the message of the day.
Dang it. You know why? Because for some stupid reason, when the server's running, you can't change the message of the day.
What?
Yeah. So you have to shut the server down to change the message of the day.
Oh, that is ridiculous. It can stay that way then. I don't care.
Now this is a big deal to shut it down, but it's like, why have that option as a something of the day? I mean...
Right. If it can't be... Okay.
Now, that said, maybe I can do... Nope, there's no help. Maybe there's a plus command I can do like that would do it. Okay, that'll be a down... Oh, that's gonna look awesome. Yes, I want that, please. That'll be our forward thrust. And that'll be the spot for the reverse thrust on those. Or no. Reverse thrust must be lower than that, because I don't... So, I was thinking of putting reverse thrust, like, right here. Pointing that way. You know, up.
Yeah, no, you'll cut that ring right off.
As it spins past each time. Yep, cut it right off. So, I think they're going to go down here more now.
Couldn't you just put it on the ring?
I could, but I
It's
will...
not like you're gonna be, well, I mean, it's not like you're really gonna be spinning it anyway when you're, I mean, or are you?
Probably not, but I still don't want to accidentally stop it at the wrong spot and then kick on those thrusters. Oh, there is a solar panel there now. Hey, the solar panel stopped my body from drifting away.
Okay.
Take the bullets.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to get too close to the station. I know there's quite a bit that's not loaded in for me yet. It's partially my own fault though, because I run medium graphics. I should be running the lower.
Also, loads faster.
Yeah. I don't care. I'll take the pain for better looking stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now, if my performance starts taking too much of a hit, I'd probably drop it down to lower end graphics. My drill ship hasn't even loaded in yet. There we go. Now the drills, please.
Why are they not hooked in? Turrets aren't actually pulling in anything. So this is all hooked in. Let's go in this one. Huh. Oh wait, that was got some. Oh, it's turrets on your ship, I bet. Because you're still connected, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't have any turrets.
Oh, well then it's these turrets. They're the ones that haven't welded yet. They can't pull stuff.
Yeah, I haven't put turrets on mine yet.
Okay.
I will eventually. I'm going to. I know that.
That reminds me then, so I need to go here and say thrusters, turrets, all of you incomplete ones. Do not target neutrals. To those. To those. Yep, they're pulling stuff. Cool. Let's put these here, I guess. On the side that stands smooth, okay. That's that. We'll put each thruster there. Did I really? I did.
Oh wow, got a lot of little bits going on that thing now.
What you mean?
Yes. Like everything else finally loaded in on.
Oh. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Yeah. Those thrusters won't be able to interact with each other. Like, they'll be trying to super break any block that's right in front of them, though, because both of them will be blown at it.
Are they considered one blocks? The turrets?
Yes.
Okay.
They take up like a 3x3x3. But it's one block each place. Wait, where's that? That's up on those. So that needs to stay, this needs to go. That needs to go. 6. So we've got 4 pointing up, 4 pointing down, 2 pointing right, 2 pointing left, 2 pointing up, 2 pointing down that way. Yeah, so we got every direction. Forward, back is 4. And by forward and back, I mean the lower section pushing towards this ring would be forward. Just need to wall them all up. Six. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever. Still need them jump drives. Them things are gonna be expensive to weld.
How many are you doing?
I don't know.
Let's say start with 1 and see what it says that it can do. Go from there. You know, that way you don't put a bunch on that you don't need.
Right. Think of it the opposite way though. The more we put on here, the more ships we can jump together. If they connect into this. Because that works, right? You can connect onto it?
Yeah,
Ought to good.
as long as it's connected in, it's considered part of it. And that goes for connectors and landing gear.
Okay.
So like if I even like attach to it anyway.
That's cool the landing gear works. Because then you can really have an aircraft carrier type.
The only thing I haven't tested is if you're magnetically attached to a ship with meg boots and it warps, will it you warp with it?
It's a good one to test. And if you don't go with it, do your boots go with it?
How am I way over there?
Guys, I just have bloody stomps.
In Star Citizen, you can open up the back door and just watch when someone jumps. Watch everything go pass by. I never try to jump out when that happens. See what happens.
Huh. Did you play Elite with us at all?
Yep, but I do have it.
We played that for a little bit when I got the VR headset. It's pretty good.
They should
Especially in
have. They should have add motion controls.
Yeah, that would kind of finish off the whole VR experience with it.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. I tried it, but I liked it. It was pretty cool, but I just couldn't There's too many buttons for that game to play in VR.
Too many buttons.
Like if you're playing with a keyboard.
Oh yeah, I didn't play with the keyboard. I played with the Xbox controller.
Yeah, I should try that.
Just because
you will like it so
flying that way.
Better.
Yeah, it's easy to fly that way, and then
Yeah, I know.
like that's how I played if I played it pancake mode, you know, without VR. But
Yeah.
doing it in VR and having tried it in non-VR, VR will give you such an advantage in combat to just be able to go up and like this and see that someone's above you. Game changer. And I know you can do it in the game, but trying to do that while you're fighting with a Xbox, like you push down the Xbox controller and then kind of pan your head around and stuff, you can't control your ship at the same time. It just doesn't work the same. Just doesn't. Like, it's so intuitive to do that and just keep your head up there and be pulling back on the stick. I'd love to play with the joystick. It would be completely immersive then. But I ain't gonna spend no $100 on a joystick just for that game.
I got a merry little chase here. I have one of the ones that has, it has a sensor on it, and it's all the way completely built. So every time I get near it, it's like running away from me.
Oh.
What I need to do is look for the sensor and just rip it apart.
We've got a platinum. No, okay, so let me get the refineries going on platinum now. Need 19. 12. Can. Two. Perfect. Okay, I need to take this off now. Reorient it. Probably right there. Ooh. Wait, I'm gonna treat Trey and I'm gonna look at it in game. Because I can.
By killing yourself at spawning or just by teleporting?
Admin powers. Is it named? Is it named Y-Wing?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Y space wing. ESC.Y space. Well, no,
The
that's
name or
that's
ship
the name
name?
of the beacon.
Gotcha.
The name of the ship changed to Y wing. Now it's called Y.
Oh, that sucker gave me a merry chase for just some cow gloves. Just got cow gloves, man. Jeez, calm down. It acted like it was holding the rest of my fiery gear.
That's pretty big, Trey. Like, looking at it in the picture that you sent, I thought it would have been kind of small. But it's pretty big. See why it took you a while.
The core of it has 6 refineries in it.
Does it? It's a
The
lot of armor
wings
blocks.
have large containers and large reactors. Just by noting that the very tail of each wing has a large ion thruster in it, covered by armor blocks that can set the scale.
Damn.
if that'll work. And it does. Cool. Oh yeah. So it's not something you'd want to walk around in the wings or anything like that. Doesn't look like there's enough room for that.
No.
Oh, and you've got concealed thrusters, you dirty little man. Have you tested to make sure they don't like burn each other?
Oh yeah. I set them even further away than I needed to. They could have been 2 blocks closer. I haven't even really played with it a whole lot to see. You can't see the flare of those thrusters as much as I wanted. Like going forward and back. It's there a bit.
Oh,
Does.
and just the flame indicator there
Mm-hmm.
doesn't indicate the block damage range.
Yeah, I know. But I had put them in a certain spot on my drill ship, and it just it destroys 2 blocks.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, it's like not having very good thrust going forward for having 2 large engines because those aren't complete.
Yeah.
Just skeleton. Is there a way to turn just the waypoints off of your HUD? Other than clicking them all off. F2
yes.
toggles your whole HUD off.
Tab cycles through different levels of visibility of things on your
H.
HUD.
I think no. Mine is H. H makes it dimmer.
Oh yeah. You can
It
cycle
kicks
through
out.
them.
Yeah.
Full visibility. Switched off. Yeah. There you go.
Use an alt to swivel around, and then that makes their names full size.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. If you hold Alt and look down, you see your chest. If you hold Alt and look up, you snap your spinal cord and can go a 360 up.
Really?
If you go down, you're limited and your body starts moving.
Alt?
Yeah,
No,
Alt's
mine
like-
stops.
just looking around.
Maybe it's different for me.
Maybe it's because I'm in space.
Hmm.
I guess your body would move with it, because your body moves once you go down so far. It seems weird. Let's go inside of it. Your hair full charged.
I is gonna cheat. I'm gonna use my warp drive to go get that strong unknown signal. Heck with floating through space for 6 months.
That reminds me, we need a place for warp drives, and I think the ring's the perfect place. Because we've got all this extra room like there. And there. Jump drives. And we can call it a warp ring. Oh crap, these are bigger than I thought. How big are they?
They're big. They're 2 by 5.
By 5? Ouch. Okay, let's see what I can do.
I think. The one on my butt.
Don't think it's gonna fit in there. Nope.
Actually, I think they're 3 by.
Oh, they are. They're 2 by 3 by 1, 2, 3 high. Let's see, so I could put this
I knew
up
they were
to
pretty
the
big.
ceiling.
I mean,
no doubt about that. They're huge.
Yeah.
But does let you go flying across the entire galaxy all in one move.
Okay.
Seven. Hello.
Hello.
Bugger.
Oh, it's that guy.
And there goes the stream.
I was spending some time with my mom.
Who said you were allowed to do that?
I don't remember having to ask permission.
I guess your mom could have said that, huh?
We went to PetSmart, got my dog a chew toy. She's going ape crap on that.
That's what it was.
And then went to Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Five Guys, burgers and fries.
Expensive dinner.
Air.
Mm.
I got it.
You better have.
My.
The tank I was talking about earlier. Tech.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant.
Why is this thing not taking off?
So what's going on?
Making jump drives on the ring.
Uh-oh.
It's
So the
basically
station can move?
we've got all the parts and everything moved over already.
Oh, I should have had you stand on top of my roof, Tech, when I jumped. See if it would have pulled you.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it the next time.
You wanted me just to be left with bloody stumps, didn't you?
Well, I didn't want to be. I need my.
That's how we're gonna travel from now on. A reactor attached to a jump drive.
Well, we call it a jump surfboard.
Surf in space.
It's alt.
So how bad did we kill the PCU?
Oh no. Think I monitor such things? It says 12,904.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop caring about it.
Yeah, just stop caring about it. It's perfectly acceptable.
Just keep playing until we figure out what the limit is.
Well, it's 1,000 right now. Or 100,000.
100,000, yeah. I mean, like, if we up it another, I don't know, 25,000 or whatever increments you decide. And then,
In the same...
Well, I think the first answer is when it starts lagging.
Mhm.
Clean up the crap we don't need.
yeah. And I'm
Like-
trying to do that as we go.
Trust me, there's a bunch of crap we don't need right now that's in the world. So I'm not worried about.
Like what?
How? There's like a whole satellite here, Tech.
There's 3 pages of grids right now.
Whoa.
And some of them are just trash we've left around the world that we didn't care about. Like, we can go back and clean up my grinder thing, right? Take that off the world. That'll give us 9,000 PCU probably right there.
Pajama welder.
You talking about on Earth?
No, the asteroid we left.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just one example. I'm sure there's tons of stuff. Like my
Oh.
atmospheric flyer that we had on Earth. Let's go clean that up.
Gotcha.
Those are the first places to kill the lag.
Oh.
If there's lag.
Yeah, if it comes.
Hey, MC.
I've been watching a few series and they've gone well over the 100,000 and they're fine.
Right, but that's going to be dependent on the server they're playing on, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the other thing. Technically, this is TSCraft in a virtual machine, because TSCraft runs Linux. Space Engineers only runs in Windows.
Oh.
So this is a virtual machine, so we run out of RAM. We up
That's
the
all we
RAM that the virtual machine gets.
Oh.
Boom,
okay.
done. TSCraft has a total of 32 gigs in it.
Okay.
And this virtual machine has 16, and it's at 4.8 right now.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
there's plenty of room in it right now. We don't need to add any more RAM, but I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
If Space Engineers was more heavily multi-threaded, we could add more threads to it even, because I've only given it
Like
6 threads, and I think it's like in, I don't know. I forget what
like
processor I put in it. It's got a lot.
It's multi-threaded.
It's not multi-threaded. It's basically one main thread gets all the damage.
Oh, okay.
And looking at that single thread right now, I would say it's probably 40% utilized right now.
Okay.
So you can look at that. If we're 40%, let's say at 100,000 CPU, PCU, we're 100% or 50%, then we can double the number easily.
Yeah.
But also, we don't have any mods, and there's going to be a point where we're going to get bored and want mods.
Like,
So-
yeah, I already want this one mod that you were telling me about.
Yeah, I made the mistake of telling Fiery about it again, reminding him that we played with it before. I think Fiery might want it too.
I want it.
What? Oh, the nano mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we take moving day apart?
That's not
I
a
don't
question
see why
for me.
not.
Is there anything in it?
No? No. As far as I know, no. Check to make sure they'll disconnect from the station and then check it.
That means there's something in it because. Let's see now.
Yeah, just disconnect and hit the button that says hide empty. I'll tell you real quick. Crap, I didn't put the power cells in the other one.
There's a million ice.
A million ice.
Why is
Mhm.
Well, if you're going to take it apart, throw it in this thing first. We'll have unlimited hydrogen and oxygen then. So glad I spent all that time making them oxygen farms if we had a million ice.
1.1 million to be exact.
I did tell you we had a lot of resources back.
I know. I didn't think we had a million ice.
A lot of resources does not equivalent to a million ice.
Well, it
A lot
does
of
equivalent.
resources is like 1,000 or a million of each resource. That's a lot of resources.
What?
You know,
You're just not looking
no,
at the
no.
reserves that are in
Listen,
tech space now.
listen
okay?
before you start interrupting me, okay? A lot of ice would constitute, or a lot of resources constitute that. If we have a million ice, you say, hey, we have a million ice. I have to teach you and Reaper freaking English at the same time.
I've just about given up on Reaper.
Oh man,
No offense, Reaper, if you're still watching.
what's in that station?
Everything.
It's raping my foops.
Oh. The blinky lights may not help.
I don't know. Don't stop on account of me though. It looks cool. Thank you. Oh man, yeah. Bye.
Just the station is? I
Yeah.
CPU,
I
like,
mean-
performance-wise, the only thing I really could be is the solar panels. They're kind of
Yeah.
shiny. Turn off
I'll
reflections.
I'll stick to my fighters. I might become a miner too.
Just take off reflections, see if that helps.
I think everything's already off.
Frank computer.
Yeah, Frank computer's on its way.
You order stuff?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I got money set aside for it right now.
Cool.
I bet. I think my game is just my computer's probably just hot.
You got VSync off, right? Because that made a huge difference for me.
Graphics, VSync. Where are you?
It's
I don't see
probably
it.
under display.
Oh, hey, yeah. Yeah, it's off.
Okay. a try.
What's video adapter? I have my GeForce Plus display and then just my GeForce. Huh?
Well, in my case, it's my different monitors.
Why is this thing not taking off?
Did you turn it on?
Yep.
Jump drive active.
I feel like the
Oh man, I'm so fat.
gears are like stuck to the floor, but they're off.
I just ate that whole burger and forgot I ate it.
As in, you're still hungry?
As in, I was looking for it to finish it.
It was just that yummy.
Oh god.
The burgers are really good.
Why?
Like crack on a bun. Nom, 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 nom. You okay? Okay.
No.
Did
Oh, there you
break
go.
something?
I got it. I got it. I got it. I had the wrong setting. Stupid. All right.
Kind of wish this game would give you death messages when someone dies. Just so
Then
you
the
know.
chat-
Just-
Then the chat will be filled with my death messages.
Okay, then even more I wish you did it.
Oh,
The
mine
retard
too.
was going too fast and ran into a wall.
No, it would have to sound more scientific than that. The forces of gravity has pulled you.
Just stop. You tried to sound smart.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was pretty cruel, man.
I is smart. Leave me alone.
SMRT smart. Oh god, it's okay. You did better than I would have done.
You could be funny about it. Be like, Isaac Newton was wrong. An object in motion does not remain in motion if you run it to the ground.
Let me prove it to you. This body ran into the wall and died, and now it's sitting there waiting for its owner to come back and collect the stuff.
Yeah. Such and such tried to test Isaac Newton's theory of motion and failed.
What was it? The third law of motion or something?
Yeah. Oh my god. I just need superconductors now. Get all the rest of the junk, please. I'm working on. I've already got thrusters. I've got one gyro on the station, so it's not super maneuverable by thrusters. They're just more of a oops, it's moving kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm putting jump drives on it. So we will have the capability of going to an asteroid we want to demolish. Okay, we've got a half charge on this one and a partial charge on the other. Our jump range rate at the moment's 5k, but they're not charged. I don't know that it goes much higher than that when they're not charged.
And what's that on? The station?
Yeah, my station.
Okay. So I can just connect my miner to the station and we can jump.
Yep.
Right. And then it becomes the miners don't have to make multiple trips back and forth because the station's right there.
Yeah.
You just unload it into the station, it processes everything.
In that case.
It should lighten your need for your miners. Now, what we will need is something that's light and nimble to be a scout to see where we want to go next.
Will you do me a favor?
Sure.
Since I'm, extra lazy. You want to delete my miner grid?
You just want to delete it?
Because each one of those drills is 190 PCU.
You did
And
the
there's
math, huh?
47 on there.
You want me to delete the whole thing? That's a lot of resources.
That was robot-y for me because I'm loading in the game.
You want me to delete the whole thing? That's a lot of resources.
Oh wow, it's still robot-y. I think so. Yes, delete. Poof.
Like, that's 1,000 nuclear reactor components.
Or
2,000
cut off
reactor
what you want.
components.
Cut off what you want. I need to figure out what's going on with my internet.
Plus all the thruster components. We need a grinder ship. We need a grinder ship more than we need another miner ship, because Fiery's like just cranking out the ores. That way when we make a mistake, it's just like drive through it with a grinder. It doesn't even have to be anything huge.
Okay, you came through fine now.
I was just saying it's a lot of resources
Okay.
to just delete.
It's just the reactor. That's a lot of resources.
Speaking of reactors, but it's a lot of expensive resources, like the thruster components, right? We don't have a ton of thruster components. We don't have a ton of platinum around.
Okay. Okay, so I think the 650 or the GeForce Plus display is the better way to go.
4 minutes, 1 minute. So in 4 minutes, we'll have a max range on the jump drives. Cool. In the meantime, I want another screenshot of this bad boy.
Bugga 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 bug. Bugga 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 bug. Who's eating chips?
I'm eating Skittles.
Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Who was that? Larry the Cable Guy or Ron Ryder? One of those guys that said, diamonds are forever. And they're like, wow, they just go ahead and say it. Diamonds. That'll shut her up.
Oh, wow.
But diamonds, they'll take her breath away. That's what it was. Diamonds, they'll take her breath away. Well, this guy said, diamonds, that'll shut her up.
Okay, I guess I'll just empty my inventory. Okay. And then O2, please, somewhere. Oh, air. When you log out, use the cryo bay on the ring
Okay.
instead of the other station, because that's part of the reason it's still there. Is we had people in the cryo bays.
Okay.
And you would have died had we taken things apart.
Engineers like to solve problems. If there are no problems handily available, they will create their own problems.
Yep.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. Like inventory being full.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a small drill ship instead of supersized one. Small drill ship with a lot of drills and a lot of storage.
Sounds like a reason to run into something. A lot of storage equals lots of weight when it's full.
It's gonna handle like a brick house.
Okay, how much uranium can somebody hold on them? Like 400?
On a reactor?
Yeah, like the uranium a reactor uses. Not the unrefined.
He's not wording his words properly. He's wondering how much a person can hold uranium in their inventory.
Right. I did ask that, actually.
A person or the reactor?
A person.
Ask that.
I held over a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
I put over
Well, I'm
300
only
in here.
asking because there's 400 uranium in the
You hold it all.
moving day reactor, but that's the only thing left in it, you know, in the ship.
A person in their personal inventory will hold all of that. I've just put 300 in my inventory, plus all my tools and stuff I already had, and I'm only up to 111 volume out of 4,000.
Alright.
So I can hold lots of times more than that.
Does somebody move my miner?
I'm tearing apart it.
Oh, that's why it's moving. You took the thrusters off it.
It's not moving.
Alright. Oh. You can put stuff in that little yellow ship.
You are talking about this big gray one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want it in that little yellow ship? Okay.
It'll fit. Push me out your way.
I didn't touch you.
Attach me there.
Who are you talking to? Ain't nothing moving. I didn't touch you.
My no square.
Wait a minute. Are you at the yellow ship right now?
No, I'm inside of the big ship grinding the reactor.
That's why I touched you and didn't realize it.
Oh.
You're not there on my screen.
Oh. Now I'm going out to the other ship.
Okay,
I'm next to the other ship.
you are right here on my screen. Like, I am grinding your head right now.
Oh my.
Yeah, I can just go right through you. That's weird.
There's stuff flying around in there.
Okay.
I was about
There's
to
still
say,
stuff
I
flying
heard
around.
an explosion and I was approaching my drill ship. I was like, no, please.
Here's a fun tip. When your inventory is full and you want it empty, hold Alt and right click on the
Say
chest.
what?
It puts everything in your inventory besides your tools into that inventory.
Huh.
Crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this door bigger. Oh, I don't hit you at full speed. I don't know, collision.
Control right click?
Alt right click puts from your inventory to the inventory you're looking at. Everything but your tools. Tools and bullets and all that stuff.
Okay, say it again. Sorry.
Alt, ALT, right click.
It's not working for me.
Are you looking at the door on it to access the inventory?
Oh, that one's full though.
Oh, well, yeah, if it's full, it ain't gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Landing here.
I guess it probably doesn't matter about these drills.
Unlock.
They
Oh,
are only
no.
a single plate. I guess the tubes and stuff are more valuable because they got all sorts of components in them. Oops. There might be some plates that are just floating in space now. There might
What
be
is
some
this
blocks that are
nonsense?
floating in space now too. I don't think
Why
I
is
ground that off.
flying nonsense over here.
Not flying nonsense. I'm going slowly so I don't hit.
Just be warned, there's parts flying off of Air's ship right now. Lots of
Well,
parts.
it's
'cause
fine.
He's
This
going
whole
grind happy.
ship's in the scrapyard. This is the next one in the row for
Oh, okay.
disassembly. I'm leaving it here. I'm just parking it here.
Just dropping parts left and right. The voice inside your suit must be really pissed by now. Your inventory is full. Your inventory is full. I said your freaking inventory.
Why do you never listen?
Why do I bother?
Yeah, reminds me of GLaDOS from,
Portal.
Yep. Oh man, I wanted to just punch her by the end of the game.
I thought that was
Like,
hilarious.
can you shut up for 5 minutes? Although Wheatley from the next one was
Oh, yeah.
worse. Oh god.
But some of it was funny too. Like,
Yeah, it just God, 5 seconds of silence. Can I give 5 seconds of silence to finish this puzzle here?
Oh, I love this elite grinder now. Where have you been, my life?
I got the 2 striped one. I don't like it going extra super fast because I've ground blocks before and like, oops, dang it, now I just ground the 1-3 behind it.
Yeah. You just gotta tap it when it comes to that.
Just tap it in. Give it a little tap, 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 root.
Tappy tap. Uh-oh. Tech just cut the top half from the bottom half and it's floating towards the station.
Oh, crap, I did.
Oh wait. Away from the station. Okay.
As long as I got inventory room and don't run out of power, which is happening.
And
It'll be gone in a second.
Half is slow spreading apart.
What if you can make like an elite grinder for a ship?
That'd be nice.
That's inventory on the ship is full.
Oh yeah?
On your ship?
Those bears. Oh, you took all the ice out of this thing.
I didn't touch your inventory in there, I just put stuff to it.
No, not that one. I was getting in moving data. Why is moving day so close to the ship station? If it's gonna be tore apart. Fire.
Because it can be just deposited into the bottom of the connector right there.
Just your ship
Yeah,
have
but we could
power.
also deposit
Oh,
in
okay.
this instead of being close to the station while we disassemble it in chance of hitting something.
Yeah, there's not enough there to worry. It's
Okay.
Kerplow!
You remember you said this.
Hey, Air,
well.
that little ship you got's a welder, right?
Yeah.
Can we just swap it out for a grinder real quick?
Sure.
I don't know how fast it would be, but it feels like it'd be fast.
Slower. It's
Is it?
slower, Tech, yeah.
Okay.
It's slower than the grinder you currently have.
It's slower
Wait.
than the grinder, but the inventory transfer time.
Let's see. You're on a small grid?
Yeah.
Chip? Okay. Yeah, it would be slower probably then. Where is the rest of this thing? I've lost it. There it is.
Oh crap! Wait, we don't have inventory on this spot, do we?
On the platform, there's probably spaces for inventory, but we should really be putting it on the other one because we transferred everything earlier. There should be a dock at the end of the tail of the ring.
There's also 4 more that stick out from the sides.
Yes. I did those for the people that want to have a challenge when it's spinning.
Oh, for the retards.
We can also stop the ring.
Good.
And it should be stopped right now. I don't think I left it spin.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was moving.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. Accept it.
Oh. Okay.
Give in. Resistance is
Give in
futile.
to the dark side.
To the pie side? Is that what you said?
To the dark side.
Dark side,
The
okay.
pie side sounds good too.
Yeah, it's like a fat kid club thing. Give in to the pie side.
Weak cake is your weakness.
Embrace
part?
the hunger instead of the anger.
Which cargo containers belong to the ship? You really should name these.
They're large containers.
Yeah, but you should name them station containers. Because I get confused.
But, oh, you can't see colors. Never mind. So everything in that list is color-coded based on which grid it's in. If it's in your grid that you're currently attached to or looking at, it's white. All other grids are a color.
What about if it's like another ship connected to the station?
It would be another color still. Like, if you get a bunch of things connected together and scroll through all the different inventories, it looks like a freaking rainbow.
Gotcha.
Nothing else is connected though.
Technically there's another... The ring is one grid, and the rest of the station's another grid, so there's at least 2 colors already. Look at this debris field. Somebody's gonna... I wonder if that's a defense that you could use if they didn't despawn. Just set up a debris field of items for people to drive through. It'd be like hitting a flock of birds with an airplane.
Or birds.
What about birds?
Poor birds.
I thought you said a hoverbirds.
Flock of birds. Okay, that thing's gone.
Yeah.
Except for a couple pipes and stuff.
Do we have a shipyard yet?
No. We need one though.
Yes, we do.
Okay, good enough. Anything else is just despawn, I don't care.
Yeah.
Is somebody moving the station?
No.
Oh. That was a fiery that moved me, I think. Thanks, fiery!
Yeah, very good job. Jeez.
GG.
I'm gonna connect the fighters to the station.
Okay.
Oh. So
Okay,
should
somebody
have-
turned off the entire station.
I pressed Y on my
Yeah, and when you're connected to
Well-
something, it turns off both grids.
What? How do you stop that from doing?
Turn them off
Turn off the
manually.
thrusters?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Usually on ships, I put a group together for all thrusters, and then put that thruster group on my hotbar with a toggle on and off.
Done.
Can I have power back?
Alright. I pressed Y and turned the ship back on, and then pressed 5 and turned my thingy off.
And the
Thrusters.
station's still off. There we go.
So one of these things that go out, these tubes, should split off into like 4 more for small fighters and stuff and the like. Unless we're gonna have a hangar somewhere.
They can always
The
park with
gazer-
landing gears.
Did Gazer take one of these out for combat?
He might have, because I seen that one of those black ships had a awful lot of blocks missing. Like right here seems to be a missile strike, and all that stuff inside is kind of looking gone. And over here is probably a bullet shot. And over there,
I'm taking it, they didn't hold up that well.
and down here. I mean, the cockpit's still there. The front's all blown
Yeah.
off. If you compare this one to that one, the front's all blown off. About 2 more shots and it would have took out the cockpit, probably. Yeah, the cockpit's 65% health on it.
Oh yeah.
So that's where a shipyard would be handy.
Oh
Oh
shit!
god, what happened?
Gazer, how did he do that?
What'd you
So you can press. I pressed 1, it switched my weapons to Gatling guns, so I can shoot them with my mouse now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I pressed 2. Ah!
Yeah. So you get in it, and over on the side, it says weapons and tools. You go to that, and then drag them to
Where?
your hotbar. So hit G.
Uh-huh.
So on the left, you'll see weapons and tools. Those you drag to your hotbar, and it lets you switch to that tool then, or that weapon. Because you can do it with grinders and stuff too.
Oh, baby.
So the grinder's on your mouse button. Or
Oh,
the
baby.
welder or whatever.
Oh, baby.
And just so you know, if you bring back anything that's hostile, the station is armed and will shoot.
Alright. Oh, yes, baby.
Oh god. The gravity field. Okay, let's do Alt F10. Go by PCU count. TSC far point is 1500. Yeah, no, 15,000.
I hear
15,000.
robots.
15,600 PCU.
Oh, yeah?
Mars.
Saying now.
Huh?
Beep, 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 boop.
It must be on your side because you're doing it every time you talk.
Boop, up.
So,
Hello.
Boop, up.
Okay then. AK's doing it too. No!
I hear robot. I'm just gonna come back.
Domo arigato. He thinks it's on his side. Is my internet just dying all of a sudden? I can't even access that. Hey, okay.
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. I was hearing robots for a second there.
I was too.
Okay.
I was too.
Tech was auto-tuning.
Singing with Tech.
I might have lost my connection to the server. Let me reconnect.
Can you
That's
get
a show
back
you
in?
don't want to see.
Can you turn the connector that I'm on? Because I don't know how.
Which connector are you on? On the
I don't
station?
know. Yeah.
On the far point station? That's what I named it. That's still Fiery's name.
I don't know. Wait, what? Talking about Willis?
No! The station's flickering! Who's turning power on and off? Knock it off!
Not me.
Seriously, the lights are literally flickering in the station.
Not me.
It's
I'm blaming
happening.
Fiery.
It's happening more now that I said something.
Oh, it looks like.
Not me.
Is it? No, you're losing power, no?
Why would I be losing power?
I don't know. Is it? Or. Because everything is going red and green at the same time, so. No?
Yeah, there's like 0 output on the reactor right now. Let me check the inventory. Reactor's got inventory. And it's off. Stop turning it off!
I didn't turn anything off!
Okay, I see you floating outside this connector that you're not connected to.
I am.
Okay, so what do you need help turning off?
I need to turn it on the connector because I couldn't connect to it.
It was because the ship was out of power. Now you're good. That was probably why I couldn't power my suit.
Oh.
There was no power in the
And you're
station.
blaming me over it!
No, I was blaming the internet lag.
Ooh, someone's better. I have more guns.
They're all pointed in the wrong direction right now. Don't matter. The songs that these people make. There's this one group, they come on there all about the lyrics in their songs, and they must play video games. Like, that one was, I've been mining it all day long. It's just weird. Let's see. So we need a place to build a shipyard. I think the shipyard needs to be its own thing, though.
Of course.
Like, not part of that station.
So I restarted Space Engineers,
Okay.
and I can go in the station. Still laggy as crap, but it's a little better.
Is it too big, you think?
No, I just need a better computer. Don't change anything on account of me. We're already out in deep space. This is probably as good as it's gonna get ever. So, don't change things on account of me.
Okay.
I'll deal with it. Why is Fiery in a cryotube on the platform? That we're not supposed to use those anymore.
I'm gonna go with doesn't listen to the directions.
I say we grind it apart so you can't use it.
No, it'll kill him.
I'm back.
Oh, quick! Stop talking about him.
Quick, do what we planned! Grind him out of there! Alright, so what are you... Oh, is this mid bay upside down? Or am I just walking on the roof in the station?
Don't know, because I don't see you.
We should make different colored roof and floor. Maybe. Or lines on the floor.
So you can't tell
Or
the
something.
difference.
What's this? That's a jump pad.
That reminds me. Thank you. Squirrel.
I think I'm on the roof. Yeah, I was on the roof.
We can go 3,614 kilometers with these 2 jump drives.
Nice.
So basically within any asteroid within range, we'll be able to go to. Which is all I was really going for.
Yeah.
Platform, here we go.
I like the cryotube setup.
Yeah, that was by
What?
necessity.
I like the whole station actually.
And there's doors to the center of the ring, because I found myself wanting to just go across from one half to the other once I recognized where things were. So you can do that.
So what things are where?
So I've actually made the outside slightly different.
Yeah.
If you come back out this door into the center. So the med bay is at the one that has these 3 interior walls set up like that.
Okay.
I think over here the cryo bays are dead across from that. There's just straight things. And the other 2 really don't have anything of value for you to want to go to, except for I think this one's the jump drives. No, this is not the jump drives.
Where's the crafting control station?
So at both halves of the ring, the cryo station and the med bay, there is an inventory that you can access to pull items in and out, or go to the control panel and craft stuff, whatever you need to do.
Okay.
So really those 2 are the key parts.
Yeah.
The jump drives are on one side. I'll probably put batteries or something on the other for storing power, because I'm trying to make this thing as redundant as possible, where if this block here gets destroyed, the ring can kind of self-function a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like the power generation's in the bottom. Oh, if we had some power storage up there, it'd be good. This is not going to work like this, because the welder block is not going to be happy with this setup. So let's do 8. Let's get a welder, a grinder.
One of these things is not like the other.
And then what else? Conveyor.
Should be able to have 4 more working jump drives by the time I'm done with this thing.
Oh, you got parts, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool. Just chuck them on in there.
They're in this connector.
Okay, that'll do. That's probably better for right now, because I don't know where to put them, actually, when I think about it.
Well, like I said, I rearranged your storages. Like, one is all parts, one is all ores and refined ores. Another one's hand tools, and then the other one I think was ice.
Dude, what?
Or something.
You did what to my what's?
No, ammo. The last one was ammo. That's right.
I used to do that, and then I realized that all the different machinery in the system can do whatever it wants after you do that, and it's a waste of time.
I know, but I did it so I could say I did it once. So I did it my time. Can't say I left it in disorder.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, inventory full. I'm getting that a lot from you, Suit.
So I could do that. Then grind this off. It's not enough room, is it? Because those are 2 blocks high. Dang it. Okay. So we're actually starting from there. It's buildable 2, 3. Four. Yeah, I'm screwing this up a lot.
How many times have you people died?
What do you mean, you people? A lot.
Because I just queued up the disassembler to disassemble tools, and it just chucked. It just chunked 100 grinders like it was nothing. It is now doing so to 100 weapons.
I'll say this, I don't put stuff in there every time I spawn.
Oh my god.
I do.
So it's all fiery.
Oh my god. It just chunked through 100 basic guns.
Hey, it's a good way to make stuff.
Iron, nickel, silicon, and cobalt we're getting
saying.
back.
You know what? You know what? You should hold on to all of those and use them in a time of great need, and then you can be like, okay, I finally see the need for it.
No, because it's just useless.
I don't hang on to them because it's cheaty, right? Like, it's cheaty to just go and grind down 600
You know
guns
what?
that you've spawned
You
with.
know what? If they didn't intend for us to do that, number one, they would not spawn us with that stuff. Number two, they would not make it so easy for us to die, okay?
Number one, it's an option on the server whether or not you spawn with that stuff at all. Seriously. So if people think it's cheaty, they can turn it off. So,
Are we gonna
there.
go for 200 things?
Okay.
Oh my god.
This needs to be bigger.
Sorry, you need to stop dying.
Are you sure you're not making them, Air?
I don't know.
Is it in disassemble mode at the top?
Yeah. It's pulling them from somewhere. I just typed in grinder.
He probably had it in assemble mode, queued up 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All the
No.
slaves started building them right away.
No.
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't take but about a half a second. Everything is there.
Which one's the master assembler?
Number 13, I think.
Okay. No, it's just...
Dang it, I keep
Suppose I
switching.
am tapped into the system. I could look. No, he's right. It is on disassemble. Jesus, I didn't think there was that many in there.
200 has gone through now.
There's no way there was that many.
It's
I'm
just
saying.
doing it. I'm watching it do it. I'm not lying to you guys.
Okay, what are you having at disassemble right now?
All basic weapons, guns, anything you spawn with. The grinder, the weapon, the drill, and the welder. Right now it's on the welders. This is round 2 of disassemble.
There's like maybe 7 grinders in the system right now.
I see
I'm
that.
saying. Where are yours coming from?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not lying to you. It's doing it.
I've seen it. I've seen the numbers going down. I'm
Thank
not
you.
thinking
Where are
you're
yours
lying,
coming from
it's just-
then?
I don't know. You can see all of the ones that are in the system.
They're not changing.
Number 3. Large cargo container number 3.
The resources in the... Oh, tell me what game.
No,
Like steel plate count's going down somehow.
I'm going outside. I'm gonna build a small throw ship. No, fine.
Yeah, we just leave those in the system for now. We don't need them. We don't need them grind down. We got parts.
Yeah, we're good.
Seven, 8, 9. Sure there. And then piston. Perfect. And off the piston, we do that. So what'll happen then is, so the platform, that piece will go down, say to there. Let's grind this off just to be sure we don't hit it. And then another one will go up, and we'll like build the blueprint off of here with a foot and a blueprint. And all that comes down, all that goes up. Like this, starts welding and slowly retracts. Need steel plates, great. Three. A welder's 150 PCU. What'd you say the drill was? 150 as well?
190.
190, dang. So I might need to make this a little smaller then, because that's a lot of PCU.
What are you asking?
Your shipyard you wanted.
Oh.
That should be big enough for a small ship. Awesome. Left places. Well, I guess I just realized what time it is. This is not gonna get finished tonight, I can tell you that. Because it's 9:30 and I have to work tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna end the stream here. And maybe we can pick this up tomorrow with this shipyard. So, guys, the idea of this is there's a piston above and a piston below that move a rack of welders towards each other, and you move them towards each other first, put your blueprint in there, turn on the welders, and slowly retract the pistons so they can build it from the center out. It's all about getting the speed right, basically, and making sure you have components, I guess, too. Maybe I should build this in creative and blueprint it. I can test it all out. Because, like, if the spacing's wrong, you have to tear it all apart and build it again.
Oh, God.
Because you want them to go almost all the way to the point where they touch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll probably do that in creative tomorrow. Maybe we can do that still on stream, but just not be on the server. Get that all built out, and then put the blueprint in here and try and build it in-game. Because it'll take me, like, 5 minutes to do it in creative compared to survival running parts back and forth.
Is it going to be a shipyard for one specific ship?
It's gonna be a shipyard that'll do smallish ships pretty quick. I guess I could put a piston gantry going this way as well, then it could be for much larger ships. Oh no, that'd be kind of tricky to get right. So we'd have to, like, come together, go across, separate, go back, separate more, go back, because you don't want it to miss a part. That's where the mod shipyard thing is way better. Like, you can make a opening the size of my ring of welders, and anything that flies through it gets welded. Like, they have this extreme range on them. Yep, that's all for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that stuff, and turn on notifications too, so you know, and you can be the first. Come next time. TechStack signing off. Bye now.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.